morning, everyone. It is a privilege to be here right now before this audience. I would like to begin by introducing something that we're all familiar with, and that is the brain. The human brain is the most intricate and complex organ in the body, and it is the center of all human activity. Your brain is needed to eat, to enjoy a meal, to socialize, to create, and to complete daily tasks. The brain regulates the basic functions of your body and allows one to comprehend and respond to anything and everything that is experienced. In short, the brain is what makes the people, and one could be nothing without it. Now, imagine if there was something that had the power to alter or impede the natural functions of your brain. Well, as a matter of fact, there is, and is commonly known as drugs. My name is Brianna Duarte, and I'm here today to advocate against the use of these harmful substances. Now, one may wonder how the human brain normally functions without the interference of drugs, and it's simpler than it may seem. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, our brain holds billions of cells known as neurons. And these neurons act as switch controls that handle the flow of information. If a neuron receives enough signals from its neighboring cells, it will then create a message of its own and send it with the help of neurotransmitters. However, when drugs are involved, they interfere with the way neurons send, receive, and process signals through neurotransmitters by mimicking their chemical structures, thus resulting in abnormal messages being sent throughout the entire body. All in all, the person abusing the drugs will most likely develop paranoia, aggressiveness, hallucinations, impaired judgment, impulsiveness, and worst of all, lose self-control, as stated by the Gateway Foundation. Take my uncle, for example. He was once a very successful man that owned his own business, had a family, and was the life of the party, and was always enlightening the people around him on various subjects. He was a very intelligent and well-educated man that my cousins and I would look up to. Although, as of a couple years ago, he started associating with people that abuse drugs such as marijuana, cocaine, heroin, crystal meth, and even prescription painkillers. He went from a person swearing to never follow in the footsteps of his friends to someone who began to use these drugs daily. Soon after his family fell apart, he lost his business and turned into someone no one wants to be around. He became short-tempered, aggressive, and bitter. As of right now, he is still addicted to drugs and doesn't plan on changing anytime soon. It's painful to watch someone you love struggle with an addiction. Unfortunately, my uncle isn't the only drug addict, and in reference to the American Addiction Centers, approximately 13.6 million adults aged 26 or older have a substance use disorder. It's hard to imagine that this many people have chosen to damage themselves and poison their brains. Though, I realize that others opposing my argument will often claim that drugs take the pain away and make people let loose and have fun. However, in all reality, the high that is given off these drugs is temporary, and the pain will remain. It's the inevitable truth. My cousin, who isn't too much older than myself, is addicted to marijuana and simply cannot function without it because she claims that it takes her away from reality. But her addiction has led to her barely graduating high school, dropping out of college, and developing various mental illnesses. Her life is slowly being ruined and controlled by marijuana. But my cousin isn't the only young adult battling with an addiction. Approximately 1.5 million people aged 18 through 26 have acquired a substance use disorder, and almost a million adolescents aged 12 through 17 also abuse dangerous substances. Unfortunately, this is an ongoing problem because it seems as though the drug industries are now targeting younger and younger audience as time goes on. Drugs have made their way from adults to children, and that's what scares me.